Originally, the first part of this video was going to be a screen recording where I was scrolling around the Takada Tomy Mall and speaking directly during the recording about the new Beyblade Extreme products. I decided to abandon that video clip and not use it in this video because I did not like it. Too much lag, dropped frame rates, and other tidbits that made it very undesirable. So, like the last commentary video, this one will be slides with voiceovers. As all of you Beyblade enthusiasts will know, Takada Tomy has dropped a huge amount of information on May 16, 2023 when they uploaded all of those official videos to YouTube that reveal the manga plot, characters, products, and more. Between now and then, there has since been a lot of guides about how the new system will work, so I will not bother with duplicating that information. I am a bit late to the party with my response to all the official news, but in a way, that is a good thing. It gave me more time to process things and offer better commentary. Now, time to dive straight into Beyblade Extreme. As you can see here, there is quite a lot of products on launch day. I will not be discussing each and every single one of them as that would be rather tedious. Beyblade X, BX, 1 to 4 are what have my attention the most, so that will be where much of my talk will be focused. Drawn Sword 3 60F Kudosu X's Beyblade. Beyblades X BX 01 to 04 all cost 1,980 yen. All monetary figures mentioned in this video are relevant as of late May, early June 2023, and all dollars are Canadian dollars. With that said, this means all of those Beyblades mentioned come up to $19.27. Though red, blue, and green are no doubt my favorite colors, I would not be very honest to say that I like Beyblades X 1, 2, and 4 equally. Drawn Sword's design and theme is the best looking of the bunch in my opinion, with Night Shield 380N being an extremely close second. That smug blue dragon breathing fire just looks so cool. I wish these came with string launchers instead of ripcords. Not sure why Takada Tomy had to lock it to BX07, but that is something I'll rant about later in this video. Now here we have Todi Kazame. Alright! Bird Kazami's Beyblade Hell's Scythe 460T. While the Beyblade itself in color looks good, the red skull with 4 horns poking out to the head is ugly. Beyblade should have just stuck with a flaming skull with no horns, or better yet, like how he is supposed to have a bird theme. Is there a reason why Beyblade could not have just gone with a bird wielding a scythe? The leaks shown him with a bird-based Beyblade, which appears to be a proto model. The bird looked goofy, but he could have been made cooler if they gave him a scythe. Ugly skull aside, the rest of the product looks fine, hence why I'm still very much wanting to purchase it. Multi Nanaido's Beyblade. Wizard Arrow 480B. She also owns Night Shield 380N, making this a double first. The first Season 1 female to have her own official Beyblade, and the first main character to have 2 Beyblades. While that is cool and refreshing to see Beyblade do this, one glaringly obvious missed opportunity was not making one of her Beyblades a left spinning Beyblade. Why have 2 spin in the same direction? If you're going to say, they usually reserve left spinning Beyblades for dragon themed Beyblades, okay, fair point, except that the burst generation did not exactly stick with that, as Hell Salamander 12 Orbit was you guessed it, Salamander! That means they could have easily gone with a left-spinning non-dragon Beyblade. Am I angry about this? Certainly not, but just saying. As for what I think of this Beyblade's looks, it looks nice. Yellow, bright, and ready for battle. Night Shield 380N. I love this green Beyblade. Not a whole lot more I have to say, as I've already said much about it during my time with Wizard Arrow and even Drawn Sword. The Bay Battle Pass, 3,300 yen, $32. What does this thing do? You can collect points and stuff, but I am not sure if the point system will work outside Japan. Either way, I would rather spend $32 elsewhere. Beyblade X BX10 Extreme Stadium. There is a red Takada Tomy Mall version priced at 1,980 yen, $19, but most people outside of Japan are not going to get their hands on it, hence my focus on this green one here priced at 2,750, $27. This is also the main stadium we see in the promotional videos and the one that was available in the live demonstrations and tryouts that took place in Tokyo. What do I think of the extreme track inside of it? I have not tried it yet, but it looks like a lot of fun. Some people were saying that it is just Takada Tomy's take on Hasbro's Slingshot. I have never used Hasbro Beyblade products, so I cannot comment on that, but those that have were saying that Takada's implementation of it is much better and more refined. I will take their word for it, as it does look like a lot of fun and will get even better as Beyblade Extreme goes on. But yeah, at $27 it would have been nice to have a green string launcher included with this. Beyblade X BX07 Start Dash Set for 5,720 yen, $55. For that asking price, is there a reason why this does not come with 2 string launchers and 2 Beyblades? How can you call this a starter set when it is incomplete? This means that if you wanted to buy this as a means of testing Beyblade Extreme, you would have to either buy 2 sets or wait for someone to resell their string launcher at a marked up price, since this dash set is the only way to get a Beyblade Extreme launcher at this time. I hope in the future that Takada Tomy will make their stadium sets complete with 2 launchers and 2 Beyblades. This approach to it is no good and is greedy. I get it. They damn well know that most of their Beyblade fans are nuts who are just going to buy several Beyblades at launch anyway, but to assume that everyone is going to do that is false. Some people prefer a simple start of a stadium and 2 Beyblades with launchers conveniently in one package. Anyways, this would now conclude the portion of this video with Takada Tomy Mall Beyblade Extreme products I want to discuss, so I would now like to talk about the official reveals videos. Because I already spent a good portion of this video talking about Beyblade Extreme products straight from Takada Tomy Mall's website, I am not going to be saying too much on the Beyblade X lineup that we see here on these screenshots. Everyone at this point knows that the blue Dragon Beyblade is John's Sword, red Hail Scythe, yellow Wizard Arrow, and green Night Shield. There are also a fair bit of explaining videos and guides on how the blade, ratchet, and bits function, from their heights, performances, strengths, weaknesses, and what the numbers and letters mean in the Beyblade's name, like 360F and John's Sword, and more. Still cool to see all the main characters blades lined up in one shot though. Beginning with Bird Kazami, we knew for a while what this guy looked like, and he hilariously proved my prediction right about the main guy having red or blue hair. True! Bird's appearance strongly reminds me of Ginga Hagane, mainly due to them both having spiky, upright, red hair. And even though the art style for the eyes is a bit different, the coloration and even the skin complexion is clearly inspired by the original Metal Beyblade boy. And boy does he look happy and passionate. And should I say loud? I mean, with a name like that and somewhat gangsta outfit, he might be a loud and proud kind of dude. Hopefully not in an annoying or excessive way. Either way, he is definitely ready to go around the world battling bladers. Do I like this design? Yes. He looks very cool, and the feather bars on his hair strands are a really neat touch. Oh yes, the name. Why did they not just go with Todi Kazame? It sounds and flows so much better. Now interestingly, there was a subreddit where someone was thinking the same. Beyblade should have just called him Todi Kazame as opposed to Bird Kazami. As you would naturally expect, people were saying that Todi means bird in Japanese, so it would sound just as silly. True, Todi does mean bird in Japanese, but it still sounds and flows much nicer. Kamen X, who is also known as Kodosu X. That face reveal was not in the original video. Probably obvious enough, but just saying. Kamen X's John's Sword 360F is shown so frequently in videos and promotional material that some people think Kamen X is the main character. While he is part of the main cast, I do believe that it is Bird who is the actual main character. And yeah, he looks vastly better with that goofy X helmet off of his head. Speaking of that, how the hell do you breathe and see in that? Alright, so there are clearly some vents, but what about the vision part? I do not see any slits or anything for the eyes, so that is very strange. I wonder if he is clumsy and bumps into people a lot. Probably not, seeing as though he is a cartoon character, he can probably see through it as if it were sunglasses. Goofy helmet aside, his design is excellent, even better than Bird's in my opinion. Multi Nanaido, a main girl with a wonderful, colorful design. Beyblade clearly took the complaint about the lack of importing females with their own Beyblades seriously, and I am glad they did. Having a diverse cast makes things so much more interesting and fresher. Judging from her appearance, the cat ears, headphones, and colorful persona, this all screams e-girl. Further adding to that is that in one of the promo videos, you see her with a tall hat, strongly implying that she will have a dual persona. With 2 Beyblades and outfits, she may be an online girl at some times and then an entertainer at other times. Who knows? Time will tell. Perhaps June might just reveal more about the roles for all of these characters. Hopefully they will not drop her or do something dumb with her. Could she possibly turn evil? Some of the faces she makes in the character reveal video look fairly suspicious. Hopefully not, though it could make for an interesting turn of events either way. So, this is a screenshot from @Beyblade Official YouTube's video, Beyblade X. I am not actually going to even try to say that, or should I? Well, Beyblade X Urandu Movie. Even with my awkward pronunciation, you can tell that this means Beyblade X brand movie. Despite what that name suggests, it is really just a promotional video emphasizing Beyblade X as a sport. This had some people thinking, are they really going to make a sport out of Beyblade, or is that just marketing? But I will get back to that after offering my commentary on the video. This hype video starts with a woman walking into a bathroom of bladers. Throughout the video is dance music, dancing, and Beyblade Extreme battles. The best part about it? It is mainly adults, both young and older. I love that they are portraying Beyblade with a more mature audience while not forsaking their much younger audience at the same time, and it is about damn time! There was much criticism drawn during the Burst generation about it being too childish for its main audience, who was grown older and is done with Hasbro's crap. Speaking of that might just explain why Hasbro has not been mentioned in regards to the distribution of the countries outside of Asia. Now before I touch on that, let us go back to the sports question. Will Takada Tomy turn Beyblade into an official sport? To be honest, it may be a bit too early to say, but I will say it to be a 50% chance they will, a 50% chance they will not. Does it have to become a sport to be relevant and enjoyable? Not necessarily, but I do believe that to this point it should become a sport. That obviously does not mean that everyone must play it for sport, but to at least give those who want that option to be able to do so. It would be a major win for the franchise, and if weird activities like wife carrying and shovel racing manage to become sports, Beyblade can certainly become a sport. How long would that take? No idea, as I am not an official sports officializer. LOL. Official sports officializer. Metal on metal contact, wall stadiums, adverse cast, direct distribution with no Hasbro, better written animated series, and spare parts. Those are my top desires for the Beyblade's 4th generation Beyblade Extreme. Right off the bat, my biggest wish was granted. Metal on metal contact, and even though I might not sound super excited about it in the tone of my voice, I very much am in my heart. Seriously, I was hoping that Beyblade Burst would have pulled a backward and shoot and go metal for Beyblade Burst Ultimate Season, but nope, they did not. Turns out, it was probably because Takada Tomy wanted to save that metal burst idea for Beyblade Extreme, and that was officially confirmed on May 16, 2023. Wild stadiums, yes, that too became a reality, though because of the bursting gimmick and extreme speeds, we probably will not see any open stadiums. That will not stop third parties and creatives from making them though. Not that I'm a big fan of open stadiums, but a few large ones here and there would be nice. Diverse cast, yes, this too has been met. Now you might be saying, but all the main characters are Japanese. True, but one of them is female, and some of the promotional content shown, like that short sports movie, are very strong indicators that the main characters will encounter non-Japanese characters who will get product releases. Akin to how the Metal Fight cast faced off against various people from across the world, I can see something like that happening again. Oh yes, and then there was that particular image from the manga promotion that showcased a dark-skinned woman with tri-colored hair standing next to Common X. Even if she just ends up as a Beyblade observer, there was clearly some thought put into her design. It is fairly likely she'll be a recurring character. Or is that really even a she? I mean, you do have to remember that Beyblade has been notorious at times for femboys like Tsubasa Otodi, Jacques, Kida Hayama, Ryutado Fukami, and Tedu Saotome during the Metal Fight era, and Gwyn Loni, Akira Yamatoga, and Fai during the Burst generation. Homura Kawamoto, known for Kake Gudui, Hikaru Muno for High Card, and Posuka Demizu for The Promised Neverland are the creators for the Beyblade X manga. I have no idea who those men are, nor those series, but people said they are really good. If this is true, then that means that Beyblade Extreme storyline should hopefully be in good hands. Now finally, the Hasbro point. While it is not absolutely official yet, from what has been revealed thus far, Hasbro has not been mentioned anywhere in regards to who will distribute Beyblade outside of Asia. Everything thus far is indicating that everyone will get the exact same Beyblades that Japan has, only with the package in their country's language. I hope that will remain true. If not, then I guess I can always resort to Amazon Japan or Toys R Us Japan, as I've already done numerous times in the past, as well as Japan Mercari. That said, it would be much easier and certainly cheaper if I could just grab them at my local Toys R Us or Walmart's. I think the best thing Takada Tomy can do is just let people buy direct from the Takada Tomy mall with a package inside the Beyblade boxes available in multiple languages. Boom! Translation and distribution problems solved. Easily. Will Takada Tomy actually do that? I do not know, but it would make life much easier for the company itself and its customers. Thank you for watching this far into the video not being a total goldfish. If you have not already done so, please do the following. Rate, comment, subscribe, visit my Patreon page to become a patron if you can. I am Guuzaka, and now I am out.